Every year, gardeners spend thousands of hours watering, fertilizing, pruning, and caring for their plants. Yet many still end up with weak growth, poor harvests, or plants that simply refuse to thrive. What's surprising is that insects and diseases aren't always the biggest problem. In many gardens, the real damage comes from small mistakes that seem completely harmless. They're so common that most gardeners don't even realize they're making them. Over time, these habits quietly weaken plants, reduce harvests, and make gardens far less productive than they could be. The good news is that every one of these mistakes can be corrected. In today's video, we'll uncover 15 gardening mistakes that are secretly killing your plants, explain why they matter, and show you exactly how to avoid them. Some of these mistakes are incredibly common, while others may completely change the way you garden from today forward. Before we begin, if you enjoy practical gardening tips that help you grow healthier plants and bigger harvests, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week, we share simple, science-backed gardening advice designed to help you become a more confident gardener. Let's start with one of the most overlooked mistakes of all. Mistake number 1, watering on a schedule instead of checking the soil. Many gardeners water every morning simply because that's their routine. It feels responsible, but plants don't follow calendars. Their water needs change with the weather, the season, soil type, and even their stage of growth. A plant that needed water yesterday may not need it today. Watering without checking the soil often leads to overwatering, which reduces oxygen around the roots and creates ideal conditions for root diseases. Instead of watering by habit, check the soil first. Push your finger a couple of inches into the soil. If it's still moist, wait another day. If it's dry, water thoroughly so moisture reaches the deeper roots. Deep, occasional watering encourages stronger root systems than light watering every day. Healthy roots create healthier plants. And healthy plants start with something many gardeners rarely think about. Mistake number 2, ignoring your soil. It's easy to focus on the plant while forgetting what's happening underneath it. But every healthy garden begins with healthy soil. Poor soil limits root growth, holds either too much or too little water, and reduces the plant's ability to absorb nutrients efficiently. No amount of fertilizer can fully compensate for unhealthy soil. Adding compost each season improves soil structure, increases beneficial microbial activity, and helps the soil hold moisture while still draining properly. Over time, healthy soil becomes one of the greatest investments you can make in your garden. The difference may not be dramatic overnight, but season after season, it becomes impossible to ignore. Now let's look at another mistake that's surprisingly common, especially among enthusiastic beginners. Mistake number 3, planting everything too close together. Young seedlings always look tiny. Because of that, it's tempting to fit just one more tomato, one more pepper, or one more herb into the available space. Months later, those same plants begin competing with each other. Crowded plants receive less sunlight, airflow becomes restricted, humidity increases around the leaves, and diseases spread much more easily. Competition below the soil is just as serious. Roots compete for water and nutrients, meaning every plant receives less than it could have if given enough room. Always follow the recommended spacing for each crop. It may feel like you're wasting valuable garden space at first, but proper spacing almost always produces larger, healthier plants and better harvests. Sometimes growing fewer plants actually produces more food. Speaking of sunlight, here's another mistake that quietly limits plant growth before the season even begins. Mistake number 4, growing sun-loving plants in too much shade. Not every part of the garden receives the same amount of sunlight. Unfortunately, many vegetables are planted wherever there's empty space, rather than where they'll receive the light they actually need. Crops like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, squash, and most herbs perform best with at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. Without enough light, plants stretch toward the sun, produce weaker stems, flower less, and develop fewer fruits. Before planting, spend a day observing how sunlight moves across your garden. The brightest location should be reserved for the crops that need it most. Matching the right plant with the right location is one of the simplest ways to improve your results without spending any extra money. There's another mistake that's just as common, and it usually starts with good intentions. Mistake number 5, using too much fertilizer. When plants appear to be growing slowly, many gardeners immediately reach for fertilizer. More fertilizer should mean more growth. At least that's the assumption. In reality, excessive fertilizer often creates new problems. High levels of nitrogen encourage lush, leafy growth, while reducing flowers and fruit production on many crops. Too much fertilizer can also damage roots, upset the natural balance of soil nutrients, and even make plants more attractive to certain pests. Before feeding your plants, ask yourself whether they actually need fertilizer. Healthy soil, compost, and balanced nutrition usually outperform frequent heavy feeding. A little fertilizer applied correctly often produces better results than too much applied too often. So far, we've covered mistakes that happen above and below the soil. Next, we'll look at several everyday gardening habits that quietly weaken plants throughout the growing season, including one mistake almost every gardener has made at least once. By now, you've probably recognized at least one mistake you've made before. The encouraging news is that gardening isn't about being perfect. Every season teaches something new, and small improvements often lead to noticeably healthier plants. Let's continue with another mistake that quietly slows growth in gardens everywhere. Mistake number 6, watering the leaves instead of the soil. When you're in a hurry, it's easy to spray the entire plant with water and move on. The problem is that most plants don't absorb water through their leaves the way many people think. What they really need is moisture around the roots. Water sitting on leaves for long periods, especially during cool evenings or humid weather, creates ideal conditions for fungal diseases like powdery mildew and leaf spot. Instead, direct the water toward the base of the plant. Water slowly and deeply so it soaks into the root zone where it's actually needed. If possible, water early in the morning. This gives any moisture on the leaves plenty of time to dry before nightfall. It's a simple change, but one that can dramatically reduce disease problems throughout the season. Now let's look at a mistake that often begins before a single seed ever goes into the ground. Mistake number 7, planting at the wrong time. Every plant has its preferred growing season. Trying to force a cool season crop through extreme summer heat, or planting a warm season vegetable while the soil is still cold, usually leads to disappointing results. Seeds may fail to germinate, young plants may struggle to establish themselves, and harvests are often much smaller than expected. Instead of planting according to the calendar alone, pay attention to your local climate, soil temperature, and average frost dates. A plant started at the right time has a much better chance of growing quickly, resisting disease, and producing a generous harvest. Sometimes, success isn't about working harder. It's simply about working with nature instead of against it. Speaking of working with nature, here's another mistake that's easy to overlook. Mistake number 8, forgetting to mulch. Bare soil might seem harmless, but it loses moisture much faster than protected soil. It also heats up more quickly during hot weather and provides plenty of space for weeds to grow. A layer of mulch helps solve all 3 problems at once. Organic mulch, such as straw, shredded leaves, or untreated wood chips, helps the soil retain moisture, keeps temperatures more consistent, and reduces weed growth. As natural mulch breaks down, it also adds organic matter that gradually improves soil quality. Just remember not to pile mulch directly against plant stems. Leave a small gap to improve airflow and reduce the chance of stem rot. One simple layer of mulch can save hours of watering and weeding over the course of a growing season. Now let's talk about something many gardeners are afraid to do: Mistake number 9. Ignoring early warning signs. Plants rarely decline overnight. Long before serious damage appears, they usually give small clues that something isn't right. A few yellow leaves, slower growth, wilting during cool parts of the day, small holes in the foliage, spots that weren't there yesterday. Many gardeners notice these changes but assume they'll disappear on their own. Sometimes they do, often they don't. Spending just a few minutes inspecting your garden every couple of days allows you to catch problems while they're still easy to manage. Early action almost always requires less work than waiting until the entire plant is struggling. Healthy gardens aren't built by reacting to emergencies. They're built by noticing small changes before they become big ones. And that leads perfectly to another habit that quietly weakens plants over time. Mistake number 10. Pulling weeds too late. Weeds do much more than make a garden look untidy. They're competing with your vegetables and herbs every single day. They steal water, nutrients, sunlight, and valuable growing space. Some weeds also attract pests or create dense areas where insects and diseases can hide. The easiest weeds to remove are the smallest ones. Waiting until they're large makes the job harder and allows them more time to produce seeds that become next season's problem. A few minutes of weeding each week is far easier than spending an entire weekend trying to reclaim an overgrown garden. If you've made it this far, you're already avoiding many of the mistakes that hold gardeners back. If you're enjoying the video, take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It really helps more gardeners discover the channel. And while you're here, let me know in the comments, which of these mistakes have you made before, and which one surprised you the most? We've covered 10 of the biggest mistakes so far. But the final 5 are some of the most important because they affect every garden, no matter what you're growing. Let's look at those next. We've reached the final 5 mistakes, and these are some of the easiest to overlook because they often seem harmless at first. Yet season after season, they quietly reduce plant health, limit harvests, and make gardening more difficult than it needs to be. Let's dive in. Mistake number 11. Pruning at the wrong time. Pruning is one of the best ways to keep plants healthy, but only when it's done correctly. Removing dead, damaged, or diseased growth helps improve airflow and allows the plant to direct more energy toward healthy growth. The problem comes when gardeners remove too many healthy leaves or prune at the wrong stage of the plant's life. Leaves are like tiny solar panels. They capture sunlight and produce the energy the plant needs to grow, flower, and produce fruit. Removing too much healthy foliage weakens the plant instead of helping it. Before pruning, always ask yourself whether the leaves you're removing are actually causing a problem. If they're healthy, they're probably helping the plant more than they're hurting it. Mistake number 12. Forgetting to rotate crops. If you grow vegetables in the same location year after year, your plants may gradually become less productive. That's because many crops remove similar nutrients from the soil and can leave behind pests or diseases that specifically target that plant family. For example, tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants all belong to the same family and share many of the same diseases. Rotating crops each season helps break pest and disease cycles while giving the soil a chance to recover. Even a simple rotation plan can make a noticeable difference over time. Your future harvests will thank you for it. Mistake number 13. Harvesting too late. Many gardeners spend months caring for their plants, only to leave vegetables on the plant longer than necessary. Overripe vegetables often become tougher, lose flavor, and signal the plant to slow down or stop producing new fruit. Regular harvesting encourages many crops, including beans, cucumbers, peppers, and zucchini, to keep producing throughout the season. The more consistently you harvest, the more productive many plants become. Think of harvesting as part of the growing process, not just the final step. Mistake number 14. Growing without a plan. It's exciting to buy seeds and start planting. But without a simple plan, gardens often become overcrowded, difficult to manage, and less productive. Before planting, think about each crop's mature size, sunlight needs, watering requirements, and spacing. A few minutes of planning can prevent months of frustration. It also makes crop rotation, watering, harvesting, and pest management much easier throughout the season. Successful gardens rarely happen by accident. They're built on thoughtful decisions made before planting begins. And finally, we come to the mistake that ties everything together. Mistake number 15, trying to do too much at once. One of the biggest reasons new gardeners become discouraged is that they try to grow everything in their first season. A large garden sounds exciting, but it also demands more watering, more weeding, more pest control, and more time. When the workload becomes overwhelming, small problems quickly grow into bigger ones. Instead, focus on doing a few things well. Master a handful of reliable crops, learn from each season, and expand your garden gradually as your confidence grows. Experienced gardeners didn't become successful overnight. They improved one season at a time. Gardening isn't a race. It's a skill that grows with experience. Every healthy garden is built on small, consistent habits. Checking the soil before watering, improving your soil with compost, giving plants enough sunlight and space, watching for early warning signs, and harvesting at the right time may seem like simple steps, but together, they make an enormous difference. The best part is that you don't need expensive tools or years of experience to become a better gardener. You simply need to avoid the mistakes that quietly hold so many gardens back. Start by correcting just one or two of the mistakes we covered today. As those improvements become habits, you'll likely notice healthier plants, stronger growth, and more rewarding harvests with every season. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more practical gardening guides designed to help you grow with confidence. If you know another gardener who could benefit from these tips, share this video with them.
Wow,
And before you go, tell us in the
for our
comments,
salad.
which gardening mistake surprised you the most, and which one are you going to fix first? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Grow Food Smarter video. Happy gardening!